Yeah.
From a distance and.
Yeah, we're talking about how sometimes you gotta love people from a distance.
Oh, it's hard.
Like,
it's so hard.
But it's so hard. But it's one of the best things. It's like a win-win.
It is.
It's like
it's letting go though. You have to let go.
You do have to let go. But it's like I can love you from here. That's how powerful love is. I don't need to be right up on you to love you. I can love you from a distance. You know what I mean? It's possible.
That song was written about a specific someone who ghosted me. But before they ghosted me, they said, "I'm good, love. Enjoy."
Hey, I have that as a T-shirt idea too.
For real?
I'm good, love, enjoy.
I'm good, love, enjoy. That's exactly.
I wish you well.
I wish you well on the back.
Yeah.
So
I'm good, love, enjoy. I wish you well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
I fuck with that.
Because when I hear that line, I was just like, yeah.
That's the last thing she said to me, man.
That's the last thing she said to me.
Real talk. I was hitting her up, calling her back, trying not to feel too attached. Because, girl, I really, really want you back. Yeah. Because I got to love on you from a distance. Ever since you left, and left all my texts is on red.
Y'all love when we say we want you back, too.
You
Y'all
know
love
MJ.
it. Y'all love it.
Why you acting mean, leaving all my DMs on scene? I think that's the most disrespectful.
They say, girl, I knew he couldn't get enough of this, girl. I knew it.
When they see your stuff and don't say nothing, that's the most disrespectful. Just don't.
When they leave you on red?
Yeah,
leave you on scene?
You literally saw my shit, bro. And I see, and you know that I see you seeing me, seeing you see it when I saw you do it.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? Like, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, and I can't see at the bottom. It tells me that.
No,
you
but
see
has somebody ever done that shit and then you see him in person, like on accident? Like,
yeah. And I'm the person that will say something.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I've been hitting you, and I'm like, you don't fuck with me? Like, what's cool?
I'd be like, yeah, that's
for real,
funny.
For real, what's good? Like, why? I mean, because here's the thing: you see them out, and they're either trying to get in the section. Or they're trying to get a picture.
Oh, my God.
Or they're trying to, like, just get with your group and shit because everybody's doing what y'all are doing. Yeah. No.
What if they got their own motion, though?
I still do it. I'll go in between their motion. I'll walk to the section and be like, hey,
I'll be like, excuse me.
Excuse me, bro. Yeah, and they be like,
she could be with somebody else.
She know me. I just,
she know me right there.
She know him. I just wanted to say, I've been texting you. I've been calling you.
You said I've been calling.
I don't understand. Because I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you.
Right. Yeah. You can't do it, man. I definitely will pull up on you though for sure. Like if I was like, hey man, hope everything enjoy.
I'm good, love. Enjoy.
I'm good, beloved.
She said I'm good. I'm good, beloved. Hey, shut
beloved. Calling somebody beloved in 2024 is wild.
I did that the other day.
It's like a big swing. You might hit.
Is it a big swing? I don't know if people take it seriously enough because it sounds so old languagey. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
dearly beloved.
They say cute.
You so stupid. Hey, you've gotten that. I feel like every girl that's saying that is, oh my God, I like you a lot.
Absolutely.
When they say, you're so stupid.
Something else they could say that when I know they really like me.
Is it this?
Well, the hit is always whenever this one girl has hit me on the fucking arm so fucking hard, like,
I'm like,
whoa,
I get it, dude.
Hit me pretty hard. She said,
oh,
she's like, oh my gosh.
Isaac.
You try to act like it don't hurt though.
He said,
man,
girl, you strong.
You crazy. No, but
that's funny. All right.
Yeah, you like.
I hate niggas do that shit too, bro. I hate dudes that try and do too much when you give them a hug. They be like, "What's up, bro?"
On the back.
I'm like, dude,
you're low key the type.
You don't gotta hit me that hard.
You're the type to pick somebody up though. I had to low key kind of tell you, hey man, don't.
I know. I did say that to me before. He said, "Hey, so and so's here. I know you're gonna probably try and pick him." He said, Just don't pick him up.
Just don't pick him up. A grown man usually don't like to get picked up by another grown man. So when you hug him tight,
it is funny.
And his legs is dangling.
It is funny because I know exactly the few. There's like a solid 3
you don't want
that I know what you're talking about.
Like a little baby, dog. He said, "What up, son?"
I love him. Come here, man.
But I get it.
But
I get it.
But I know what you're saying. Them being,
But even for me, Trevor grabbed me so damn hard.
I just love you.
I'll be like,
you gotta feel that. I want you to feel that love.
Yeah.
Brandon be like that too. Like, please don't pick me up. Please don't pick me up. Please.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's from Dad.
Yeah, no, Dad.
Our whole lives growing up,
I
Dad
hugged
would do
the way
that.
that I hugged because of how Dad hugged me.
Yeah, exactly.
I squeezed
You know what I'm
people
saying?
really tight.
He'd always
He
do
would
that.
always break your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good.
Growing up, he would always hug us like that, and I'm like, hey, that's love.
That's a real one. That's a real thing right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mom
You
just gave
guys
us the
could
thumbs
see what we
down.
could see, guys.
Mom just gave us the thumbs down to Papa top of us.
Wow.
She said, baby, come back.
Put it on me.
I was wrong, and I just can't live. Yeah. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
No, you can't though. That's the thing.
That's a fucked up thing too.
You can't blame it all on me.
You can't always
It's
do that.
Not
it
all
takes
my
two
fault.
to tango, and also takes two to fall. It takes two to walk. Also, when you're trying to walk,
Two to tango, but it also takes two to fall.
two to fall, man. Somebody did something.
Yeah, man.
And the other person either didn't foresee it or didn't catch him in time.
Yeah.
That was your fault.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. Let's go. Let's go fucking cinema. We talk film.
We talk film.
We talk
but
cinema.
The thing is
It's
it
not
isn't
cinema. It's cinema.
It's
It's all about the cadence.
It's in the
But
buzz.
it's cinema. Okay.
Let's talk about. I want to bring up somebody real quick.
Go ahead.
His name is Christian Bale. Top 2 Christian Bale movies. Go.
Serious. I mean, obviously Batman. It's not even a question.
All right.
And for all y'all that don't know, damn, you know the one, bro. It's slipping my mind. Slick back hair.
American Psycho.
American Psycho. When I saw that, I was like, damn, he's playing that too good.
I'm gonna go Prestige.
Prestige, a great one. It's a great one.
That's the one I had right off top. But hey, man, if I'm talking,
He killed it on Thor too. Was it Thor?
that's what I was about to bring up. His performance in that was kind
Thor?
of nutty.
He went ham in
His
that.
performance in that was kind of nutty, dude.
That made me I was sitting in the movies like, man,
This
like,
guy's scary.
every time he's on screen though,
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah.
But he's scary, but you get why though.
Yeah, exactly.
If you watch the movie, you see like he's going through something, and I think that's why
You fall in
in
love with the
cinema
character.
that you always kind of have a sweet spot for the villain.
Yeah.
A lot of us do. I think Joker is like a really big one that everybody's loving these days.
Yeah.
You know, people can't get enough of the Joker. I'm the Joker. You
For
know,
real.
back in the day, Joker didn't really have that much.
Who was a bigger villain than probably Bane, right? Would you
No,
say?
he was always the bigger villain. I just didn't think that people loved him as much. I
Right,
think
right.
Everybody loved Batman when
Everybody
I was young.
loved to see somebody a little bit worse than them.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? People are like, hey, I feel that way, but at least I'm not killing anybody. Or at least I'm not, fucking murdering or poisoning people. It's like,
Yeah.
but to see someone, I think, be able to make that big of an impact on the way a system has been worked for so long. Because that's all he is. He's a disruptor. He's like hey, you guys you're not seeing the full picture. And
I would argue to say that most villains start off good.
yeah.
Like, I feel like not too many people just start off like a piece of shit. That's like reserved for a special group of people.
Yeah, they
You
do
know what I mean?
exist, but
They
few.
definitely do exist. Fuck those guys.
Those guys.
But for just like your
Average
somebody
villain.
that can just like, man, the tides turn so bad. But then because it's all about perspective, and that's why I was saying I like the new movies like the Joker and stuff like that, because you almost have the empathy for him because people were picking on him because he what is mentally not mentally challenged, but he's got some mental health issues.
Is it an excuse if someone has a mental, affliction?
A mental illness.
good?
I'm good.
All right, dude. I'm not laughing or anything. You're not either, right? I wouldn't do that.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I was just saying mental affliction, bro, and you
Mental
started
affliction
like,
is
a real
crazy
thing.
term, but
So I'm
yes.
saying if someone had a mental affliction, dude,
Drop in the comments if you got a mental affliction.
mental affliction. I got one.
Yeah.
No, but is it because people like to be like, oh, it's not their fault because of blah blah blah. So if someone has a mental affliction and fucking kills your kid. I mean,
But that's what I'm saying is like,
how do you feel about that?
it don't matter at that point,
Right?
No, it
But
don't
people
matter.
will say in a courtroom.
That's way different than what I'm saying, by the way.
I know, I
but
know.
kind of not though, because you know, because I'm gonna tie it all in. Like, let's say the Joker, he's killed people, right? He killed somebody, and if that was your son, your brother, whatever, you wouldn't care.
That
you know
he's
what I'm
meant,
saying? That's when it switches. You know what I'm saying? Then you're
but
like,
I'm saying in
dang.
a courtroom, they will say because he has a mental disability that he didn't know
That
what he
they
was
try
doing.
to argue that
You know what I'm
stuff
saying?
sometimes.
But I think innately, there's very few people that don't have it. But I think the majority of people innately feel and know.
I think
your heart and your spirit feels wrong when you're doing something wrong. When you're doing something right, feels, you know what I mean?
I feel like most people do effed up stuff are mentally ill, though. I will say that. Because a mentally healthy person wouldn't do some of those things that people do when they kind of go off the rocker, which, you know, you got to encourage people to get help, get the medicines if that's what it comes down to, find the remedies, the therapeutics for you, go on walks, do yoga, you know, like a segment presented by Monster, you know what I mean? Good energy, do things that are gonna, you know, make you feel good, you know what I'm saying? Getting out there, trying something new, like, because the world will beat you down and beat you down and beat you down until you might break, right? But nobody is going to care at the end of the day if you end up hurting other people. You know, you're just going to get tied in with everybody else. And that's why, for me personally, I've kind of like worked on when I get like, you know, amped up or like quick to react to something, because I end up like Godzilla and I end up destroying more than more than the original issue. So now the issue is now me. Now I'm the issue. Yeah. So it's like, dang, like it's like you get tricked. Your anger tricked you into it, or your sadness, your depression tricked you into it. That's the whole point of when the enemy's gonna attack you. He's gonna attack you through your emotions. He's gonna try to get at you like that. So yeah.
I was watching Karate Kid, and he was like, Mr. Hine, how'd you all those guys, they basically were hitting themselves. He's like, when fighting angry blind man, best to just stay out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, somebody's angry, they're blind.
Yeah, best to just stay out the way.
Best to just stay out the way.
And somebody also told me one time, when you're arguing, she said, you can't argue with someone who specializes in stupidity because they have more experience at it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that before.
I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Because, yeah, they going to beat you 9 times out of 10 just being dumb. You know what I mean?
You think you got a good mouthpiece on you?
Whoa, hey, yo.
Hey, yo, man.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You can't win now. Hey,
but I actually do got a good mouthpiece on me for the ladies.
Be clear.
No, because they like it too. They like it. They love that shit. And every now and then you get a little smooch. But you're just talking about like argument. You're talking about like what you mean by that?
It's just like in conversation, or sure, arguing, getting your point across. Maybe even if you are wrong, you know how to sound right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've tried to work on that. I've tried to work on just being like, all right, like I have to be honest of why I'm angry or why something made me do something, or like why I want to do something, right? Yeah. So then when it happens and then I start getting in my mode or whatever, that's why sometimes I remove myself from a situation before I get to that point. Yeah. I'm like, I just need a fresh air. I just need to breathe for a second. I just need to like kind of just be to myself. You know what I mean? But there are times where I feel like the build up, and I'm like, if once the floodgates open on this, it's gonna be hard to reel it back in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know what you mean, even to just kind of like speaking your piece. I don't believe in trying to say stuff just to prove myself right, though. Yeah. Because sometimes, again, you have
the capacity to, though. That was my question, just if you feel like you have the skill. But you're in a place now where you're like, that does not going to benefit me.
It doesn't. It's a useless skill to have unless you're like a lawyer. Like, there you go. It's the only time where it kind of counts. Other than that, it's like you argue with somebody about a point, trying to prove yourself right, and they could still not believe you, and you could be telling the complete truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if you're lying about it, then you already lost, because it's like, damn, you can't even be straight up about it. So I just be like, hey. Man.
Favorite lawyer movie?
Favorite lawyer movie?
Like what came to your head as soon as I said lawyer movie?
Liar.
Okay.
That was the first lawyer movie that came to my head.
Mine be Primal Fear.
Primal Fear, crazy. You guys
Richard
got
Gere,
it. When we
Evan
give you
Norton.
recommendations,
Please don't
you gotta
just take
watch
it lightly.
them.
Don't take it lightly.
You gotta watch these movies.
Movies are life. I feel like Mystery Man when he said Disco is not dead.
Disco is
life.
not dead.
That's how I feel about movies. Movies
No.
are live, dude. I love them.
Yeah, don't forget about a movie. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, "You watch TV?" I don't
Yeah.
watch TV.
Maybe that's why you're so uncomfortable to talk to because you don't watch TV. Maybe that's why.
You're just staring
You
at your
don't
phone
even
all
like
day.
no, yeah, staring at your phone. Or I just feel like it's a good reminder. People can get lost in life of just going so. It's a good reminder sometimes because movies highlight the simple things that humans overlook because we're in the rat race. We're trying to get the cheese.
Yeah.
But in movies, I feel like I'm always reminded of family. I'm always reminded of self. I'm always reminded of some sort of faith aspect. I'm always reminded of, the kind of pillars that I think build up a good, healthy existence.
Yeah.
And also, I'm an actor, so I'm studying it. Also, every time I watch a movie, I'm studying every aspect of the movie.
Yeah.
The acting, the lighting, directing, the editing, the composition.
You watching game film?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I like what you said though because you can learn a lot from watching it. You see yourself in it. There'll be times where it's almost like even when you go to church too, like you'd be like, dang, is he talking to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When
You'll
you have
always
those
find
moments,
yourself in a movie.
Yeah, and then somebody else could be watching it and not even go
Yeah.
over their head. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, man, like there'll be times where I'll watch a movie and I want it to hit you a certain way. I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Trevor, did you just hear what he said?
Right.
I was just saying that,
Hey, on
man.
Shogun, we did that. Remember,
Yeah.
it was that opening scene. You're like the man at the highest peak.
Shogun's an amazing show. guys.
Shogun,
You should
please watch
it.
that. It's on
Yeah.
Hulu. Shogun.
Shout out to Shogun.
It's a phenomenal show. I watched it twice at 7 hours. Twice, 14
Yeah.
total. And it was great both times. But there was a bar at the beginning, and he was like, the man at the highest point on the mountain is always the loneliest or something. And I remember you and I had a big talk like right before I was like watching that. And I either texted you or read you too. We ended up talking about it, but
Yeah.
it's good for that reason too. You watch something and then it inspires a conversation with a family member or a friend, or maybe in a TV show you're watching, someone stands up to their boss. You're like, you know what? Today I'm gonna tell that motherfucker I'm not picking up the damn or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I love those movies. I
Yeah.
love a movie when somebody walk out on their job.
Yeah.
They be like, you know what? I quit. Or the simple one, he said, I quit.
I quit.
I quit. But I like somebody who quit their job.
You don't fire me because I quit.
You don't fire me because I quit. Yeah, those are always good numbers. Sheesh.
What'd you eat today?
Freaking Jimmy John's, bro.
How was that?
I'm on a like Italian deli kick right now.
Nice.
Like it feels like I can. Feels light enough and feels like healthy enough, but then
You're getting your flavors in too, though.
But I'm definitely
Because you're not getting when you're eating the perfect right, you're not getting flavors.
You're not getting
fucking flavors, bro. When you're eating really, really
Seasonings.
good, it doesn't taste good. And that's what even fucking Hugh Jackman was saying.
Yeah.
Today I was watching something. He's like, man, it's miserable. He's like, it's worth it. But he was like, dude, I had tilapia, beans, and something else. I think grilled chicken or something for 6-7 months.
Yeah. Jeez. I want to talk about the BORNART way because I think we're going to end up differentiating ourselves with the scenic route. You know what I'm saying? Making it our own. The scenic route is the BORNART way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The BORNART way is something that I feel like is a real thing.
Yeah,
and
it is.
we've been saying it more and more to each other. And
It feels like Apple or Google or Tesla or any of these things, these ideas, these something to believe in, something to get behind.
Yeah.
I feel like you and I are definitely in that stage.
Yeah, dreamers and authenticity. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so when we talk about the BORNART way, it's about just, for me, it's always been about doing the most with whatever you got.
Yeah.
That's something for me that it means to me. You know what I mean? Because we make it happen no matter what. Like, I was just downstairs. I had a little photo shoot for my birthday again.
Birthday
August
coming
11th.
By the time this is out.
By the time this is out, but
happy birthday.
Thank you. And you know what I'm saying? We're downstairs just getting it in just based off like, shoot, I got some lights here. You know what I'm saying? We have our inspiration here. We're gonna use the drapes on the curtains. We're gonna, use the white wall. You know what I'm just saying? Whatever it is.
Creative.
And
Not
then,
being limited to your.
not being limited because you are the source.
Yeah.
You have the sauce. Like whatever it is that makes whatever special, it's not the things. Yeah. It's you.
Exactly.
You're the thing that makes it dope.
Well said.
And I think that's something that we've like relied on more and had more confidence in relying on, because it's so true. Like whenever we implement ourselves in it, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna give a little bit of flavor. It's gonna be, that's the Ian flavor, that's the Trevor flavor. Like, and we bring it to the table. So the BORNART way for sure.
100%. BORNART way to me is just being yourself. I know it's kind of cliche, but it's the realest thing. Like I live my life, whether it's good or bad sometimes, the way I want to do it, because that to me is the most honest thing. So whether I'm acting or doing music or just living, like, it's closest to the flow. And I think when I get in my own way and when I think too hard about what people are going to think about it, or when I'm thinking too hard about the result and the outcome instead of the actual act of it leaving my body, whether it's an idea or a vocal or an emotion or a drawing, you know what I'm saying? That's the purest form of, like, connected to whatever the source is,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And so for me, that the BORNART way is like, and the reason why I can create and live and be that free is because I was BORNART. Everything that I am is the thing that I was trying to say. The thing you're trying to look for, you already are that. So it allows me to be more free when I'm creating.
You are BORNART.
Yeah, born loved, born beautiful.
BORNART.
BORNART, dude.
Yeah.
And we just want people to love themselves the way that we've learned to and still working on. I don't love myself perfectly. I'm still working and falling in love with myself every day. But the more I do that, the happier I am and the less I'm trying to please, I think.
Yeah.
People in the world. That's like a prison. And it sucks because the world we live in is so much that. Like, how do I look? People like my stuff. They think I'm cool. And your happiness and your peace starts to just be so dependent upon everybody but yourself.
Right.
Which is funny.
That's a trap for sure. That's a trap. Which that kind of leads me to brotherly advice, man.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Like, I feel like that's a great diving point from there, because I feel like you got to understand that you're the main character in your own story, but you have to other people, they matter, but you have to understand how you literally affect everything around you. Once people understand that, I feel like you said, they start to live a more free life, a more authentic life, a happier life, a more peaceful life, because it can't bother you if such and such doesn't call you back, if they ghosted you or whatever, because you're just like, man, well, I just have to stay true to myself. I did the best I could. They don't want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I kind of feel like sometimes you give it your best shot, even believing in yourself to start something, to start your podcast, to start your writing your song that you want to do, to take your first photo shoot, to do your first photo shoot as a photographer. You know what I'm saying? All those things, you have to just be able to just be like, man, like, I can do it.
I think the two most important things are the being able to start it and the not stopping it.
Yeah.
Are the two most important things when going after anything you want. And those are the most important moments, is being able to have the gumption and strength and balls to start, even if you don't know what you're doing. And then after you start, just because you don't see an immediate affirmation or you don't see an immediate reaction to what you've done, most people give up. Most people stop. Even after year 5, even after year 10, even after year 15, even after year 60. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you really want it. And then you start making those decisions, because people start out their life like, I really want this thing. Yeah. And then they get to year 10 and you don't know if you want it anymore. So,
man, I look at it like a lot of those people, like, like a De Niro, or some of your favorite directors are like older guys. Some of the best coaches in the world are older guys. Like, I'm just like, all this seasoning and all this the veteranism and all this just like experience and wisdom that you get from not stopping and just going is way more valuable than just that pop off, that thing that just happened that one time. Because if you know, like I know, you do something 20 years, you know how many times you're gonna have an aha moment, how many times you're gonna have a good idea, how many times something cool is gonna happen to you in your life. So it's like, then when you look back, you're like, dang, like look at all I've done. You know what I'm saying?
Last thing I know, we're trying to wrap
grow
up.
Old, get old, and grow wise.
Yeah, get old, grow wise. And an example of somebody I've been bringing up recently when I've been talking about this particular subject is the Homelander guy, who was an actor his whole life for a long, long time, and he just, now everybody knows who he is from this one job. He had one performance, and he's been in shows and TV stuff, before, and I'm sure he's like, man, I wish I man. But what he didn't do was stop and continued on. And that moment, his moment, came when he's almost 50. Right. 51, 52. But imagine if he had given up, we'd never have Homelander. Right. The way we see it now, which is a legendary character, a legendary TV show. Will always be remembered, I think, because I think it's fucking so rare. Shout
out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Great TV show. Shout out to Gen V.
Gen V.
Yeah.
This is the scenic route where we shoot the breeze with ease because
taking your time is a luxury.
The BORNART way, baby.
Bam!